everyone, welcome to the Montero World Kitchen. I'm your host, Jerry. For today's episode, we will show you a special recipe that you will only see here. I created it for you. This recipe was based on traditional Filipino cuisine and ingredients, but the cooking methodology was inspired by a great 3-star Michelin chef, Mr. Pierre Koffmann. So I thought, why not combine the two great worlds together and create something special? Help elevate the Filipino cuisine in the entire world. And so I did. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the ultimate braised pig trotter, the patatim. So let's get started. When you go to an Asian market to get your pata, do ask for the crispy pata cut, the one that looks like on the left side. It's only $1.99 per pound. Now let's go over our ingredients for our patatim dish. This list of ingredients will serve 4 people. We will need 4 pieces of pork trotter or our pata, half a pound of sweetbreads, 1 cup of roughly chopped onion, 1 tablespoon of crushed garlic, half a cup of dried lily flower, you can get this one from Asian markets, 4 cups of beef stock or equivalent to 2 cubes of beef nor cubes, 1 cup of kombu stock, 4 tablespoons of silver swan soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of dato puti white vinegar, a quarter cup of grapeseed or vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil, 2 sprigs of thyme, 2 bay leaves, 3 pieces of star anise, 2 to 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of pepper. For our chicken mousse stuffing, which we will combine with our sweetbreads, 2 pieces of chicken thighs, skinless and boneless, half a cup of portobello mushroom, 2 ounces of red onion, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, and 1 egg white. What I'm going to show you here is how to clean and prep the sweetbreads in the pork trotter. I soak both of them in cold salted water for a couple of hours in order to get rid of the excess blood and impurities. After draining and drying, we can now start working on the sweetbreads. Using a sharp knife, get rid of the excess fat and sinew. We need to get rid of this white membrane or the sinew as it can get really chewy in the dish. As you can see, handling sweetbreads is a lot of work, but I promise you, it's really tasty. And prep our pork trotters. So the traditional way of cooking patatim is usually the butcher. When you go to a Filipino store, they're gonna cut it up to these pieces. Let's scrape the extra hair out. Please be careful when handling your knife. While you're doing this, please make sure that you will prevent rupturing the skin of the pork trotters. As you can see, I was able to get through the bones now. It's just a little tricky. Try to use a towel or paper towel to prevent the trotter from slipping while you're cutting it. Alright, that took some time, but it was perfect. Okay. So after you're done, it should look like this. See? Let's start by putting oil in the pan. Next, put the onions in. Now, sweat the onions No color, or otherwise it will change the flavor. Add the crushed garlic. Saute both the onions and garlic until it turns translucent. We can now start adding the pork trotters. Once the trotters are seared on one side, turn it over to brown the other side. Add our bay leaf, thyme, and star anise. After browning the meat, we can now start adding the wet ingredients. In here, I'm starting with the soy sauce. Next is the vinegar. After reducing the liquid to about 1/3, we can now add the kombu stock. Next, pour the beef stock, which was mixed with sugar. Next goes the sesame seed oil for added flavor. So now it's boiling. It's time to add our ghee flour. At this point, I'm gonna start seasoning it with salt and pepper. Okay, so we're now gonna be popping this one in a 350-degree oven, and we're gonna be braising this to about 2.5 to 3 hours, and that is to make sure that we're gonna be blending all that flavors. Okay, and at the same time, it's gonna break down all the collagens in the skin and from the bones, to make sure that that will act as our thickening agent as opposed to using a flour or cornstarch. Okay. Now our pork hock is currently braising. Now it's time to saute our sweetbread filling. Okay. So the pan. Some grapeseed oil. So now, in for our sweetbread. Finely chopped onion and the portobello mushrooms. Salt, and pepper. So in here, I brushed some butter to the foil to prevent it from sticking to the trotter. Next, prepare the chicken mousse by pureeing the chicken in a food processor, mix in the heavy cream, egg white, salt and pepper. After pureeing it, combine all these ingredients together with your sweetbreads, the mushroom, and the red onions. Stuff it by hand. Okay. After wrapping the trotter in the foil, put it in the fridge for 20 minutes in order to hold its shape. After 20 minutes, boil the trotter between 30 to 40 minutes or until the chicken mousse cooks through. Alright, Now it's time to plate. The liquid that you're seeing here is the reduction of the braising liquid. Now, after carefully removing the trotter out of the foil, now you can place it in the plate. Look at that. It cooked through. Look at the color. Yum. Now, I'm adding the garnishes, starting with the lily flower. In here, I'm garnishing the dish with pickled onion, and this is to cut through the richness of the dish. Now, I'm adding cilantro leaves for color and decoration. Add more sauce reduction. Look how thick that is. That's what you want. Syrupy consistency. Look at that color. For final touches, I'm adding crispy chicken skins. I promise for this to be delish. Forget about your diet for the moment. This is the ultimate braised pork trotter, or the ultimate patatim. I'm telling you, you should try this dish. Make it for your loved ones. Make it for your friends. Make it for your wife. She's gonna love you. If you like this recipe, please subscribe to our channel, and I promise to publish more recipes for you. So now while our pork trotter is